camera upgrades, and an entirely new model. Here's what photographers will care about with the iPhone 17 lineup that Apple just announced. There are camera upgrades across the lineup. I'm Aaron from TechPhotoGuy.com, and let's talk full frontal, or the forward-facing camera, the selfie cam. It's now an 18 megapixel camera with two really great new features. The first is that it features a square sensor, meaning that it can make portrait or landscape photos regardless of which direction you're holding the phone. As the Apple presenter noted during the announcement, it's easier to have a secure grip on your phone when you're holding it vertically, but sometimes you have a group of friends or the landscape orientation makes a better image. That can happen now. You just flip the aspect ratio with a button on the camera app's viewfinder screen. 19 years ago, Huey Lewis told us it was hip to be square, and I guess Apple is finally hip. The second big update on the front-facing camera is it now has Apple's center stage technology, which uses AI to automatically set a field of view, including the people in the frame, so you don't accidentally chop off half of someone's face. Let's talk Air and then Pro. A new phone was announced as expected, the iPhone 17 Air. It is thin, it is light, and it features some durability technology updates, so it shouldn't be overly fragile just because of its thinness. Although all of the iPhones got a lot of those updates, such as a scratch-resistant ceramic shield. If you thought the camera bump stood out previously, well, on the iPhone 17 Air, that bump looks like it's as thick as the phone itself. Check out this profile image provided by Apple. The Air is great if you value a super slim phone, but if you're a photographer, you probably value the best camera system, right? So let's talk iPhone 17 Pro. Unlike the rumors, the Pro and the Pro Max have the same camera hardware, so you don't need to buy the biggest iPhone to get the best camera system, which is good for people like me because I prefer that smaller sized phone. Where the rumors were right is that, hey, we get orange, along with a couple other colors, but I like orange. It's on the cover of my AI photography book. It's the color of my watch band. It's the color of my razor. And soon it will be the color of my phone. If you want to know how I feel about the color when it arrives, well, and the photography that comes from my phone as well, be sure to hit the link down below to subscribe to my weekly email with original insights for photographers. When it comes to the iPhone 17 Pro in general, we saw the introduction of the phone featuring Apple's industrial design leader Molly Anderson providing a British accent voiceover, it sounded like. And it gave me memories of when Johnny Ive used to do the same. Although, unlike with Johnny Ive, we didn't end up seeing her sitting in an empty white room. The new aluminum design, or aluminium as you would say if you were British, incorporates that previously mentioned ceramic shield for a more durable design than the previous models. As somebody who prefers my iPhone to be caseless, durability is always welcome. I think it's something that we overlook at times. We only think about it when it fails, such as when we drop our iPhone and it's damaged, but we overlook the fact that we drop our iPhone a bunch and it isn't damaged. We overlook that we can photograph with our iPhone at the beach and not worry about sand, or that we can photograph while we're in the misty spray of a waterfall and not have to worry that the iPhone's electronics are going to get fried. The Pro models feature that same new center stage, square sensor, front-facing camera, and on the back, we still have three cameras, the ultra-wide, the normal, and the telephoto, but all of those are now 48 megapixel fusion cameras, so you don't have to choose image quality versus desired zoom level anymore. You can have it all. Speaking of the zoom level, the telephoto lens got extended, whereas the iPhone 16 reached out to a maximum of a 5x zoom. With the iPhone 17 Pro, we now have an 8x zoom, which reaches an equivalent of 200 millimeters on a traditional camera. I look forward to testing this when my iPhone arrives, because a capable telephoto lens is one of those things that helps the iPhone replace a bigger camera as my go-to image-making hardware. Apple's iPhone camera architecture manager Patrick Carroll noted they've updated their photonic engine, which is Apple's term for their computational photography pipeline. Along with the wins are improved color accuracy in low light, and I look forward to giving this some real hands-on experiments. Because the less light that we have, combined with those relatively tiny sensors on smartphones, means that low light scenarios are always challenging for these devices, and so all improvements are welcome here. I'll link directly below to the event video and the specific timestamp where you can see a slideshow of images that were created with the iPhone 17 Pro by photographers who had the device for a preview. Apple's filmed its last few events on the iPhone, but this is the first time they've explicitly called that fact out, I think, as part of the presentation. Videographers get some great new updates as well, such as the ProRes RAW format now being supported both for Final Cut Camera and with Blackmagic. And they also now support Genlock, which is a system for synchronizing pro video camera systems for capture and edit. And it's a big step forward for the iPhone's place in the professional video world, where it's really taken a strong place. I'll be ordering my iPhone for release day arrival, and I can't wait to see the photos that result. What about you? Drop me a comment below. Let me know. Are you going to be upgrading? Or do you hate the color orange?